Welcome back to the second episode of Coffee Corner. Today's episode is gonna be really awesome. It's all about YouTube.
That's right, we're gonna cover 4 topics today. First, we're gonna give you an overview of the 3 different kinds of ads on YouTube. Secondly, we're gonna talk about something new called the bumper ads. And thirdly, we're gonna talk about the perfect ad length. And then lastly, we're gonna talk about the YouTube audience. So basically, who watches YouTube.
So, grab a coffee, press F for full screen, and enjoy.
Okay, so before we dive in, let's talk about the history of ads. Back in the day, TV ads used to run for like 60 seconds, but the only screen that you had was a TV in your living room. So people had to watch it. Over time, these 60 seconds went to 30 seconds because it was a cheaper alternative to create commercials. And then for the same reason, they created the 15-second commercials. Nowadays, things are a bit different. We don't just have the TV in our living room, we have smartphones, we have computers, we have screens everywhere, and we don't want to be confronted with invasive ads like we used to be. So it's the marketeer's job to create content that is relevant, that is interesting to the people that are watching and not as invasive anymore.
So this brings us to our first topic, which is our ad overview, where we're gonna talk about all the different ads that YouTube allows you to buy, basically. The first one is the in-stream ads, which we all know very well, which is the ad that plays right before you can watch a YouTube. It has a little skippable button, which counts down from 5, which we all wait to push. But what's really awesome about that is if someone is really interested in the first 5 seconds, they can watch the ad all the way through. The next ad is in-display ads, which is on the right side column. When you're watching a video, there's a list of recommendations and the advertising is above those recommendations. And the last option is in-search ads. And this is when you're going to search for a video, it pops up as the first search result. And so now this brings us to our next topic, which is bumper ads, and it's the newest advertising option that YouTube offers.
So the 4th option in YouTube ads are the bumper ads. They're amazing. They're 6 seconds unskippable YouTube ads. And before we dig in, let's look at some examples together.
Tell your armpits to stop crying like a baby with Old Spice sweat defense.
So after watching several 6-second bumper ads on YouTube, just to get a feel for what they were like, we have so many opinions. One is they're awesome, mostly because it's less invasive for the consumer.
That's right. Plus, it pushes marketeers and content creators to be creative again. Like 6 seconds is a really short time, and you really have to focus on the message, on the humoristic side of the videos, and we think it's great. We're really looking forward to see great examples of 6 seconds video ads.
So the thing to keep in mind about the bumper ads on YouTube is it's top of the funnel content. So it's all about building awareness and brand retention.
Right, and we're not the only ones that think like that, because Google did some research. They did some research on 300 bumper ads, and they saw that 9 out of 10 people recalled the ad after seeing it. They also saw a 300% increase in search queries after seeing the 6-second bumper ad. So people are interested, they want to know more, and they search for the brand after seeing the ad, basically. So Think with Google did an experiment about the relationship between ad length and the persuasion of it. So they saw on the YouTube ad leaderboard that ads in 2014 had an average of around 3 minutes, which is pretty long. Now that's an increase of almost 50% compared to 2013, the year before. And surprisingly, in 2014 and 2015, none of the top scoring ads were under a minute. So surprisingly, this means that video ads are getting longer.
Which is really shocking.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
At all. So this time actually allows you to build a more stronger and meaningful story, which creates a more meaningful connection with the brand. Yeah. So this is great. If brands want to move away from just awareness, they should invest in maybe a longer story, which can persuade people to change how they think. And if you just look at the leadership board, clearly these longer stories have a very lasting impact and really are favorable with consumers.
Yeah, so you might not have as many views as a 15-second ad, but at least the people that are going to watch the full clip will have a better connection with you. Whereas a 15-second commercial is just a way of pushing logos in your face and pushing your brand in people's faces.
And reminding them you're there.
Yeah. So this brings us to our final topic, target audience. Who watches YouTube? I don't know about you, but I always had the feeling that only millennials watch YouTube. But apparently, it's not like that anymore.
While my little brother watches YouTube every day, apparently more than just he watches YouTube, apparently according to YouTube statistics, from 2015 to 2016, the number of adults watching YouTube doubled, so 18 and older being adults.
That's crazy. And if we zoom in on those statistics, we see that the time spent on YouTube by adults above 55 has tripled, which is crazy.
Which is a lot, yeah.
That's my mom. My mom's not on YouTube.
But she is, apparently,
Yeah,
according
she
to the
is.
statistics.
She likes all my videos.
Oh, that's nice. My mom likes my videos.
Hi, Mom.
Forget about all your stereotypes about YouTube being just for kids. It is for everyone. Everyone's watching YouTubes, from nostalgia videos to current trends to how-tos to gaming videos. So act now.
So that's it for episode 2 of Coffee Corner.
Woo!
As always, if you want to stay up to speed on the latest video marketing insights, subscribe on the channel.
And comment below if you want us to talk about any comments or topics related to video marketing.
See you next week.
Bye.